telling me that
you're telling me that I could legitimately make $1 billion for kissing Derek on the lips when we have done that multiple times for free.
But let's be bold. But like, how do you convince them? It's like if you can't explain the situation, it's like, do you like Derek? Would you come up to me and be like, okay, don't think about this too much, but every day I need to smooch you on the lips. I can't explain why. I just be like, okay. I just like pull out lipstick.
Right.
At least,
I feel like you would have to give that level of explanation, because otherwise, like, if you were to just walk up and do it every day, there would be a point where you would just get annoyed, right? Be like, what the heck are you doing? Like, come on.
Right, exactly. It's like, hey, you want to hang out? It's like, are you gonna kiss me again?
Are you gonna smooch me again?
No,
you did that last time, and
no, I promise.
I liked it, but you know, it's...
I keep telling you it's a Norwegian greeting, okay? Like, it's rude if I don't do it. Come on.
It's like my European descendants, you know? A little smooch, and smooch.
I thought... Oh, no, what, George?
Oh, I was going to say, see, I don't know, because the counter argument, right, would be where if you were to go up and just do it every single day, the second it starts to become annoying, it's like, hey, listen, I know that you've been really struggling with your student loans, and I just want to know you're very important to me. Let me pay those off for you. You don't have to explain where it came from. You could just
see, like in that sense, I'd be like, look, man, you can't ask any questions, but I will give you $1 million a month. No, literally, you can't ask any questions though, but I have to kiss you on the lips. Just to clarify, one of our paying members, Hybrid Neo, who's in the chat currently, he said I'd even do it with tongue 100%. And
dude, yeah, right? Like,
and then Ari, who's a reliable member, person who comes to the streams, asks, question, same homie or can I kiss all the homies on different days? That
is a good question.
That's a tough one. So like, basically you're saying like, can you recycle the same homie lips, or can they... Or do they have to be different?
Yeah, does it have to be a single homie, or can it be all the homies?
I'm going to have to say it has to be at least 3 different, because it's $1 billion, right? So like your life is set, but there's got to be a challenge to it. Because like at some point, like it's me and Derek. If Derek told me like, dude, I know it's going to be weird, but I got to kiss you on the lips every day, but I'll give you $1 million, I'd be like, at least call me pretty afterwards, you know? Like,
right.
Well, you are a meaty dinner afterwards. You are pretty, Derek. That is how I identify you when speaking to others outside of the group. There's Derek and Pretty Derek, and they're like, which one is Derek? And I'm like, my Derek. And they're like, oh, okay, your boyfriend. I'm like, yeah.
I just wanted to post a question. Rob immediately said no, and I was like, why? Like, dude, I know $1 billion.
It's because he's sick right now. He doesn't want to endanger.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking out. He's looking out, but
yeah.
Like, what if like you're kissing your homies, and then one time, like, you know, you go up to whatever homie, and you notice they're like they lick their lips. They're like excited. They're, you know, it's like a little more than what you expect, you know, instead of like a
it was all a lie too. Like there was no money.
Just a month straight. You just tricked them. We used tongue. Yeah, I know, that was really weird.
Yeah, really weird. I can't believe you did that.
It was a great learning experience. I feel like we're closer now, and I know a little bit more about you.
I'm a much better kisser because of this experience. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm just glad we're all on the same page. I thought I was the weird one for $1 billion to...
No.
Perfectly normal.
$1 billion to just kiss a couple homies every day for the rest of my life? Easy.
And then we have
money.
One more viewer question until we get into the articles, but Death Gamer 2X asks, have you watched Dragon Ball Z, or do you know who Akira Toriyama is? Yes. You should watch our last episode where I wasn't a part of because I was sick. He passed away. He passed away. Great episode, even though it was without me, and I was pretty jealous and sad. But Dragon Ball Z is great anime, and that's...
Check out Sandland. They're also apparently doing it. I learned recently they're doing an anime for Sandland too.
Oh, really? I know it was from the manga, right?
Yeah, they had a manga, then the game just released, which apparently is like incredible. And then they're doing an anime they announced, so... I was also reading.
I thought the beta was out, not beta. I'm sorry. I thought it was just a demo, not.
It might have been just
a
demo. Yeah, I think it's a demo. But apparently, Akira Toriyama worked on that new Dragon Ball Z show, the Dragon Ball Daima. He like made it like a passion project. Apparently, for some reason, he was like, it's like a goofy like spin-off series with cool battles, but it like answers a lot of weird lore to the world apparently. So.
Like if what happened if Gohan and Piccolo fused?
Right. If Piccolo like breastfed Gohan as a baby, and that's how he grew up, you know.
I'm actually just not excited for Dharma. Like I just don't.
I just
you know
I don't see the point is the problem. But maybe I hope they prove me wrong. That's my thing.
George, are you like a big Dragon Ball fan?
Yeah. I mean, I was a really big Dragon Ball. Fortunately, I fell off around the GT era, and I have not caught up with Super. So, but yeah, no, Dragon Ball was a huge. I watched. I even read all of Dragon Ball, like the manga, and Z.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched all of Dragon Ball. I watched all of Z. I watched all of GT. I read all of Dragon Ball, and I read all of Z as well.
Did either of you watch it was a special like filler episode where Goku comes home drunk and he just wasn't having it from Chi Chi, and this is for
the world tournament.
You thought the world tournament was bad. Wait till you see what I can do with this Super Saiyan 3, and it's terrible. There was police involved. I was actually surprised at the end of it that Chi Chi forgave him, but she also then went on to like it ended. Do you remember the ending where like it was her and like 3 adults in like the city, and like she's like going into a hotel room and there's like a couch. It was really right. Yeah, it was interesting.
Like, I don't know what to do, Mr. Heisenberg. Goku's just lost it. He's like, Jesse, we gotta take out Goku.
Okay, not the angle I was explaining, but I mean,
crossover.
Right. Oh man. Brandon, the guy we all hate, he's rewatching Dragon Ball. Look, I've always everyone said it was a bad take, but I love Dragon Ball's like Goku versus Piccolo more than most fights in Dragon Ball Z. I liked it when it was actual martial arts and not just like flurry punches.
You know what? I can agree with that. I liked when it was more of a martial thing, but once they got the special moves and the cool maneuvers, like that was cool and everything, but I did like the more martial aspect of it.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm with you in that camp.
It's a lonely camp. I walk a lonely road.
Good thing I'll get $1 billion for kissing you every night.
No.
I'm glad you're still on that.
Unlimited smooches.
With tongue. Okay. Now we got the intro out of the way. I didn't think my question would get into this deep philosophical quandary, but we're here. We're talking about some good stuff today. We're talking about GameStop. We're talking about PlayStation, and then we're talking about whatever George wants to talk about. Not kidding. No, it's Derek. I'm sorry. It's the first human patient getting Neuralink, and he uses it to do a Giga Chat move. Before we start, remember, like, comment, subscribe, become a member today. You get to chat with us anyway, but you get emotes of all our beautiful faces. You get an exclusive Discord role, and we also and if you're over 21, we will play with you in video games, and you get first dibs in community night. I'm just saying, and there's great benefits. Amazing, 10 out of 10.
You know what? It's $3, dude.
Oh,
what
yeah,
do you get for $3 anymore.
$3.
Nothing.
Yeah, a burrito today cost me like 15. Okay, dude, you can get like 5 dinners with this. Anyway,
I just learned, because I don't drink coffee often, that is less than a medium light and sweet coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, obviously, which is cheaper than Starbucks. So for less than a cup of coffee, you can just become a member. That's all you got to do.
Don't you just love when we shill? It feels good. It feels right. That's nice. Okay. So, okay, I'm excited to talk about this, mostly because George is here. But so a little behind the scenes info here. But George and Derek are resident GameStop ex-employees. We can just talk about that, right? We can just say that. Okay. Yeah. The ninjas aren't like hunting you anymore. That's over. I
think we're safe for now.
Give us the name tag. We know you took yours.
Where is it?
It's in my car. It is in my car. I'm still waiting I'm still waiting to Akatsuki my special prestige name tag that I earned. I'm just going to cross out GameStop. My name
tag. I just put a piece of tape over it and put my name on it.
Oh yeah, no, mine was engraved and everything.
Oh really? Our favorite employee that we hate.
That we hate.
So GameStop, guys, it's gonna be shocking. This is gonna be. I didn't expect this, but GameStop is issuing more layoffs as share prices plummet. Now I don't know who could have saw this coming, but
Dude,
GameStop is dying.
It's crazy.
Did it say? Does it say in the article how many they're gonna drop?
Well, I don't think it
number.
says. Yeah, unspecified number, but it does say the leadership team is working hard to trim the fat and cut costs where possible because in the last year, around 3,000 full-time salaried employees disappeared from the company's books.
They were killed. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
they were taken out. It's they disappeared from the books. That's just business jargon for murdered.
Murdered. Yep.
You didn't get those the insurance on those games, Jimmy. Okay, it's over. Now there's no, you don't have life insurance, right? No. Okay.
Yeah. We are now GameStop. We are now selling you life protection plans, so that way you may continue to live for the mere cost of $100 a month. You can get your life protection insurance. Remember, if we try to axe you once, it's good for that. Then you got to re-up and do another $100 to cover the next year, even though it's only been 30 days into the year.
Did they give you guys insurance? Like,
we paid for insurance.
Yeah.
We paid for insurance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like both of you have like the same like what a stupid question. Like, no, of course we didn't get insurance.
They gave us insurance, but it was not good insurance. And then every year they kept like downing it. So like by the end of it, a single doctor's visit, the copay was like $60. And I'm like, I could just pay 80 and not have this stupid insurance that I'm losing money out of my paychecks for hours that you don't give your employees.
Yeah. So just to clarify here, George has a resounding hatred towards GameStop, mostly because they dicked them over multitudes of times. But and
it's not just me though. It's how they dick over all of their employees. Like,
right.
Oh yeah. They don't care about anybody.
I feel bad that employees are being cut. It does not make me feel bad to see that they are salaried employees because let's face it, their salaries are way too high anyway for the minimalist amount of work that they do.
Could you imagine if they had Nintendo like business philosophy? Because they usually do pay cuts to like the top end, like CEOs, to make sure no one gets fired. Like if GameStop had that kind of mentality, they wouldn't be in this horribly sinking ship.
Yeah, but that's the problem is that GameStop does not have that mentality. They have shareholders first, man. Let's push all of these people that don't know what it's like to actually play a video game or even talk about one and take it out on the people that we are paying super low rates just to make ends meet and can't we'll just screw those guys over because obviously they're not doing a good enough job. Wait, why do you guys have so many repeat people coming back? Oh, because we take care of the people, the customers.
Right.
Yeah, don't do that. Take care of your bosses. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like going to GameStop just to talk to Derek, and like then I'd help out maybe by like something small or something. But
the best part of that job was like a decent amount of the people that we helped. There were still people that were like terrible and awful.
Oh yeah, no, like that is the one good takeaway that I had is there were plenty of people that I helped and would come back specifically to see me, even when I was transferred to a different store without actually agreeing to go to the other store. Those people followed me to my new store just so that I could help them, despite the fact that they had to drive an extra like 40 minutes to get to where my new store was. And then when I left that store and went back to work with Derek at the store I first started in, they came back. So like having like repeat people who were glad that I was there to help them and actually not drink the company Kool-Aid was nice because then they would talk to me like an individual and not just some schmuck behind the counter. That being said, we definitely had plenty of people who would talk to us like we're douchebags just because we were behind the counter.
Right.
But
I a small GameStop story I just want to share with you guys. I go to I go to a GameStop very rarely, but I do. There's this woman there. I mean, she's super nice, and she works there. But like, she talks about things that are just, I feel like, are very inappropriate for like me to be around. So like I believe, and I've even told my girlfriend this, I think she's just trying to like hit on me, because she's made comments like she'll loudly talk to her coworkers like, oh, I just don't get it. Why won't guys go after a big titty video game girl like me? I'm just like, why would you say that? Why would you? Why would you,
that's
why would you say that? Like, I'm the only one in the store other than you two. But like, why would you? Like, that's just so awkward for me. And then she's like,
right,
like, and then she like looks at me and she's like, oh, by the way, I love your hair. It's like, thanks.
Oh, it's 100% like,
you know, it's just like just please, just like, you got relationship problems. Okay, most people do. Just like. Yeah. You know, that's a private conversation, not a tell everyone in, you know, at the store conversation. But you know, my girl was like, oh, she's probably hitting on you. I'm just like, I don't want to be hit on. I just want to get video game. I just want to get video game and leave.
I mean, I can answer her question. It is something that I have learned. It's desperation doesn't look good on anyone. So it doesn't matter if you have big tits and you play a video game. If you're that desperate, maybe be more confident. Like, hey, I play video games. I can do this game. Cool. Channel that aura. You'll find somebody. But I'm a big titty gamer. Why can't anybody like me? That right there. That is why nobody likes you.
I mean, there's another reason. I just won't say it publicly for her. there's another glaring reason. I mean, you know,
I got it.
Look, I'll say this, but even if I was single, and luckily I am not, I just would not. She's just not my type, and that is how I will explain that situation. But
fair enough.
You know, yeah. So, yeah, it's just like, it's just uncomfortable. But like, and it was multiple times too. It wasn't just like a one-off thing. Like,
right,
you know, there's other times, like there's one time where there's something on a high shelf. It's like cool Frieza figure that I was getting for my cousin, and she's like, "Oh, hey, can you just hold the ladder for me?" I'm just like, I mean, I can. I don't want there's a coworker there, and I don't really want to be that close to you. Like, that's just weird. And she's like trying to instruct me to hold it from like the front of it, so like she's standing in front of me. I'm just like, I'm not doing that.
That's no.
A trap. Yeah, exactly. Like, no, no, I'm good. But like, you know, I'm still nice to her, obviously. But it's just like, she makes me not want to go there because it's just super awkward.
Right.
And she'll like try and start a conversation. I'm just like, yeah, I'm trying to dip. So like,
just ring me up.
Just ring me. Let me leave.
Let me out.
I would rather you pitch me all the bullshit they make you pitch me than to listen to your conversation right now. Please stop and let me get my game.
Really though, but anyway, yeah, there. I mean, back to GameStop with the layoffs. I give this like maybe at this point less than 5 years until they declare bankruptcy.
Oh please, please let it happen within the next 2.
You get a call from me. You're like, Derek, you never call me. I was like, dude, it's Christmas. Like, what are you talking about?
Christmas.
It's August.
Spontaneous podcast tonight. Drop whatever you're doing. You need to be there. Derek, it's a Thursday, man. Like, I don't. Nope. You are coming on the computer and we are doing a podcast live. Turn your camera on. We need it.
It's over. It's finally over. Yeah. It's like, dude, this what'd they say? Here's a quote: "An increasing mix of digital downloads is hurting physical retail, and there's simply no reason to go to the store if a consumer can just order a game and download it immediately." You know, first of all, that's true.
We've been saying that for years.
Here's another fucking issue. On their, you know what they've been promoting for like the last month? Oh, you spend $250, you get 25. Give you 25 credit. What kind of fucking deal is that? Are you serious?
Yeah, your deals suck. Like, the sales that they've been having has been they're having a spring sale right now as of this recording, right? I went to look at the games on sale. You know what the game selection that's on sale is? This garbage Transformer game that came out and nobody played. The Bluey game, Nickelodeon All-Stars 2, which is probably the best thing on the list, which is, you know, that's saying something. And it was like all shovelware, Jumanji, like absolute garbage. I mean, like, what do they expect when your sales are garbage? The collectible section, which was like actually growing your business, you cut down on. You killed ThinkGeek, the best part of GameStop.
They killed it.
Like, oh yeah, GameStop absorbed them, and the it was supposed to make like collectibles bigger in the stores, but then they like. We're like, oh, screw this. We're going back to just video games. You refuse to sell retro in your stores. Guess what? There's your golden ticket. You win. You put retro games in your store. Everybody has been telling you for years to do that, and you just refuse to listen. So, yeah, I mean, I have no sympathy for these idiots.
I'd like to make I'll make a correction here, Derek. You mentioned the Bluey game. I mean, I think we can both agree that game's going to be a banger, or is it just a banger?
Yeah.
Yes, George, you have a question?
No, I'm just waving goodbye to GameStop.
George, now there's like a fire at a GameStop, and it's like everyone stay back. George is there, like you see the flames with his glasses,
like gasoline on it. No, keep it going.
If I were to see that, I would turn around, take a selfie, and just like
best day of my life,
and go. Cool guys don't look at explosions or
Dumpster
fires.
Like every year we've been seeing an intense 20% decrease in their sales, and like they're other than Derek's game retro game idea that they refuse to implement. I honestly don't see a way forward for them. Like Best Buy recently, they stopped all physical media. Did you guys see that? Remember,
which is insane. Yeah,
that is crazy.
Yeah. Right. I think Walmart was might do that too in terms of like their video game section. At this point, we're really gonna start seeing the downfall of physical. Like I think it's gonna happen. I think companies like Limited Run Games, Derek's enemy, I think they're gonna rise because people are gonna want the physical edition, but like the niche number that they cater to, and GameStop is just dying. Like there's like
unfortunate.
What a crime!
Not that GameStop's dying. The Limited Run is thriving.
Yeah,
the real crime.
The real crime.
Yeah, I mean,
that's 100% what's gonna happen. Is that like these companies that make these like indie games physically are like gonna boom because that's gonna be your only source. Maybe Amazon keeps it alive. Walmart like wants to get rid of it. They just like have it there because why not?
Right. Like we have a gondola. What are we gonna do with it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
all the floor space. What are we gonna fill it with?
Right. And it's sad. All physical media is dying. That's why like records are booming now. Like I went to the Fall Out Boy concert last week, and someone was like, "Can you get me like a CD if you go?" And I was like, "I can't remember the last concert I went to that I saw a CD at." I was like, "I've seen vinyls, but not like CDs." It was like a Mayday Parade concert, like. Not the last one we went to, but like a while ago was probably the last time.
I think this Wildlife still does it, if I recall.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, but in very limited quantities. But they
right. But it's like these select bands that like do it. Yeah, like
but I love records.
Are like
no.
Oh yeah,
CDs
are like dying.
Neo says physical media taking a comeback right now, especially records. Yeah, but here's the problem: the music companies they don't give us
hip and cool.
They don't give us the download code like they used to for the music, which like. Right. We totally got screwed on that. I loved getting the download code. I love my vinyl, don't get me wrong, but it was also nice to just own the music.
Right. I don't want to like just have to listen through Spotify or whatever. Like what if like they die or go down or something?
Right.
Yeah.
But back to GameStop though.
An interesting point real quick. While we circle back, with this whole and increasing mix of digital downloads is hurting physical retail. What's ironic is that they are now saying that about GameStop when you work for GameStop, one of the very first things that they like grind into you is that digital is not killing GameStop because we're the best source of pre-owned. We offer the most in terms of digital like currency. GameStop is doing just fine despite digital sales in video games, and they try to like bash that into your head so that you as an employee can justify spending the amount of money for physical as opposed to digital, and making people wait or not having it in stock. Like one of the biggest things was on a launch day, somebody comes in, "Hey, I want to grab this game." "Hey man, sorry, they only sent enough for pre-orders." Well, what's to stop me from going home and buying it digitally? Nothing.
Right.
Oh, so you want me to put my credit card on there? No, I mean, like, if you really want to buy something here, I can sell you currency, but I don't have a physical copy of the game for you. You suck. Oh, okay, yeah, it's me. It is me. You are absolutely correct. You have a wonderful day. I'm sorry you can't get FIFA.
I'm so sorry you can't get FIFA. Yeah, I only feel bad for the people like that work at GameStop. Really,
I feel bad for the employees, the store managers, the assistant managers, the game advisors. Sorry, guest advisors. You don't even talk about games anymore. You're there to manage the people that walk into the store. The key holders, the SGAs. Like, I feel bad for them because I feel, you know what? Yeah, I feel bad more for the GAs and the SGAs than I do like the store leaders, because they're at least getting their 40 hours most of the time, unless they're being forced to work in two stores. Because
what does Guardian Angels and Super Guardian Angels have to do with this?
No, that's the term of phrase for the employees. Those who have keys that can like open and run the store are SGAs, senior guest advisors, and GAs are the people that generally are the ones that are just standing on the floor that are like, hey, can I help you find a game?
Yeah, I don't think it would work for them, but maybe GameStop needs to go all digital and just ship their like no stores and just ship their collectibles, because at this point you're not no one wants to buy a game digitally from GameStop. And also, I forgot to mention this. Their shipping policies just suck. It's
it's terrible.
It is by far the worst out of any online retailer is GameStop's.
Like the fact that you do not get it on release date it baffles me.
Unless you spend like an extra $30 to get the same day shipping.
Right.
Despite the fact that they have it sitting in their warehouse or in the back of their stores for a week before the launch of the game.
Right.
You can't get it on release date.
That's like such an insane oversight that I can't even comprehend it. How do you not work that out? How do you well, I granted, like, oh, you pay extra for faster shipping. At that point, I'm just going to fucking Amazon. Like, right. It already covers the free shipping if you're not Prime member.
But that's the problem is I don't think it's an oversight. I think it's by design. They intentionally get you to pre-order a game on their website to have physically shipped to your house or their collector's editions, and they don't get it to you on release date unless you want to pay extra. I don't think it's an oversight. I really do think that it was a design. This is what we need to do. This is how we're going to get more money, because that extra money for the same day shipping, 100% profit for them. So they make what, like 10% on a new game? If that, 15% on a new game, like profit margin, 100% on that $40 same day shipping. So same with their pro cards. That's why they keep upping the prices, and the GPGs and the PRPs, like 100% profit.
What about the LMNOPs?
Yeah, 100% profit.
I mean, I get that, but just God, this business just makes every wrong decision, and they can't accept who to blame, which is themselves.
Yes, that's the biggest thing. Like, it's always somebody else's fault. Just own your mistakes. You already fired your CEO back in June. Like, just end it. Just go ahead.
Just end it. Clip out of context.
Let us be free. Let us be free. I'm tired of looking at my friends going, yeah, I got to run to GameStop real quick, and me just looking at them like, why?
Yeah, I've mostly gone digital at this point. Like I'm almost entirely there, because on one hand I'm like, I could get physical games, but Derek gets the physical games, and if we get like a studio or something, then he can fill the shelves with the games,
right,
and the collectibles, really. But I like. But
I'll have my little corner of D&D collectibles. Don't worry.
The retro's literally like all that could save them at this point.
Retro is all that could save GameStop at this point, but they refuse to do it in stores. And
I also bought. GameStop should get the U2s. I love U2s, and they did
a couple times, but only like random ones. Yeah.
The biggest problem with GameStop going retro, right, is GameStop does not want to pay to have any of their employees become proficient with anything. What they need to do is have the employees go to courses to properly inspect and repair retro consoles, replace the batteries on old cartridges, and things like that. So that way they could have a viable option in the retro industry, but they don't want to do that. They want you to trade in your 30-year-old NES cartridge and say, yep, it works. Don't worry. Oh, if it doesn't, just return it to a store and they'll send you another one in the mail.
I don't think they could financially do that purely because they'd want someone on like in the front at all times, and if someone's repairing, it's going to be in the back. And like they'd have to, and if they're going to train people, those people are going to want more pay for that, to
exactly.
And GameStop's like, no, I don't believe in paying more. You want to raise? Here's 5 cents.
That's where they can get away with the bullshit that they pull and say, store leaders, you are the ones that have to do these training courses, and we're not paying you extra. That's why you get a free game every couple of months, if we can convince people to give us free codes now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do they still do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think if anything, it's like, you got to pay for the game.
Right. You know what? I can almost guarantee Call of Duty is still a staple of free games that they get, but that's about it.
Wait, Bluey wasn't a free game? You know how sick that would have been?
I'm sure Bluey was. I am sure codes for Bluey were given out.
I haven't seen in a while. Didn't they used to do like the employees like game of the month, like something you should play, and they just pick like a random game?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they did do that.
They stopped, of course, because they're like, why do we care what you think?
Wait, are you picking a game that is not max price right now? You can't do that.
Is that a retro game?
I still recommend people play Injustice 2. No?
They should get a third one. Yeah, I mean, they should.
I still am pissed that we got MK1 over Injustice 3, but it is what it is.
Maybe it'll be the next one.
We'll see.
I really want? I want GameStop the fighting game, and it's just like really the employees fighting like clients versus fighting the CEO. So I want to race, yeah. And then the CEO is like, I hate races, yeah. It's just like a kind of like a deck builder, like a deck building roguelike.
Oh, see, but then they use old school MK1 where it reads your inputs, so it automatically has a counter, so that GameStop always wins.
Right. Well, the CEO always has, I'm CEO, I'll do whatever I want. It's like,
right.
You're going bankrupt card. He's like, I don't care, pay me more card.
Oh, you're going bankrupt? Layoff card.
Layoff card. New CEO card. Go. You triggered my trap. Fire CEO, get new one. Pay same amount. Repeat problem.
Rinse and repeat card. We don't learn from our mistakes card.
I still can't believe their NFT business didn't. I can't even.
Oh yeah, you love that. They try to get into that for like a day, and everybody's like, "What are you doing?"
Like, yeah, we shut this down because work. Dude, I would have loved a GameStop NFT. I think that would be worth millions if you think about it down the road. It's like
Blockbuster, right? It's going to be like a cool, hip, retro thing to wear like a GameStop T-shirt.
Oh, I got rid of all of mine.
Got rid? You mean burned them, right?
No, I think I donated them to like homeless people. Like I threw them in those like.
Okay, that's just a disservice to homeless people.
Yeah,
hey, look, they need sweat rags and things like that too. So,
George officially hates the homeless. Confirmed on stream. All right, well, that's something new I learned. What if someone's like, you gave someone a homeless person a GameStop sweatshirt? You sick fuck. Are you serious?
I would counter with, you think GameStop gave me a sweatshirt? Here's a cheaply made T-shirt, dog.
Here, it's just like made of wool.
It's like two times in the wash, and I'm still expected to wear it to work.
It's just like fully made of wool. It's like I'm allergic to wool. It's like, okay, well, you gotta wear it.
Yeah,
you gotta wear it no matter what.
It's a requirement.
Really, I guess the close out this thing is that GameStop sucks. It's all their fault, and my belief is that within 5 years, George, you want to be within 2. Derek, what do you think is the timeline we're looking at? Every year we're looking at like a lower. they're losing money. They've been losing money. So
yeah, I mean they got like stable for like a week or whatever when that like the stock thing happened. I give it like 4 years.
Guys, let us know in the comments how many years until GameStop goes under.
What do you guys think? I can't see it being much longer unless something crazy happens again and they get another like bailout pretty much.
Oh my god. Blockbuster not only came back, but they bought out GameStop. And what it was.
GameStop, please start looking, man. Do better for yourselves. Do better for yourselves.
It's so much better. Get out of there.
I really wish I had the more you know sound effect. That would have been perfect there. But the only thing
I need the Michael Jordan to stop it.
I have a Jordan sound effect that works. There we go.
I like how that's the Jordan sound.
Yeah, dude, and this is the me sound effect.
Okay.
Anyway, I love that when Rob put that sound effect, or maybe it was me, but one of us put that sound effect in. It has like the record scratch at the very end. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that. It's good to laugh again. Okay. Sorry, GameStop. I love talking about you, but I also hate you. So, all right. Let's see. On to PlayStation news. I chose this because I just think it's funny at this point, and sad. But so PlayStation 5 Pro specs were detailed. TLDR. I don't think it's worth it by a long shot. But I'll just go over it real quick for you. It has faster system memory by about 30%, which is fine. I don't understand this part. The CPU is identical to the standard PS5. However, the Pro has a high CPU frequency mode, which takes the CPU to 3.85 gigahertz, a 10% increase over the standard console. But then it says, in high CPU frequency mode, more power is allocated to the CPU. It will downclock the GPU by about 1.5%. Resulting in roughly 1% lower GPU performance. So I'm not really sure how that one.
So it's overclocking the CPU, but it's downclocking the GPU.
Right. Okay. My assumption there is that's more for performance mode rather than graphics mode.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that would be the performance mode.
Right. Audio. I mean, who really cares about the audio? But runs a higher clock speed over standard PS5. 35% more performance because. I guess who cares? Okay, look, I'll just say who fucking cares about that? Audio's fine. Like
right.
I don't know anyone's complaining. God, I wish the audio was better in my PS5, but
yeah.
And then
this is like hear Drake's balls clap together. Like, come on, dude.
GPU previously revealed rendering 45% faster, 2 to 3 times ray tracing, 4 times in some cases. I'll get back to that. 33.5 teraflops. PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution upscaling, which basically means that it can just upscale much higher to support 8K resolution and future SDK version. Derek, I'm going to yell at you in a second. Custom machine learning architecture and AI accelerator supporting 300. I don't know any of that means. I'm not even going to say it. But my point here is that, okay, first of all, what game is going to come out in 8K in any future?
Nothing.
I don't want to play in 8K. I really don't. Movies aren't going to be 8K for like probably another 5 years, and if they are, they're going to be like fucking $40 and like 100 gigabytes. Ray tracing, personally, I think it is not stupid, but just overhyped. Ray tracing is basically just like better light reflection or like more realistic light reflection, which when it works, it's like gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. Like Spider-Man and ray tracing was perfection, but like normal people, like it really doesn't matter. And it just horrendously hurts your performance. Like right. Unless you have a 4090, which is like the god tier graphics cards, and also the pricing is devil tier. I would never recommend using ray tracing, especially if you're a content creator and you live stream. The audio again, who cares? And then the CPU thing again, that sounds like they're just trying to make performance mode better. But if I'm going to have a pro mode of this console, why wouldn't there even be an option for performance? I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of graphics mode or performance mode for my console. I don't want those modes anymore. I just want 60. Look, I want 2K 60. That should be the standard. I don't, yes, we all have 4K TVs, but for some reason, it's not even for some reason, these consoles just can't handle 4K and 60 unless you're Halo Infinite, which is 4K at 120, the most optimized game ever made, apparently.
Yeah.
like no one cares about no one has 8K TVs. Does anyone have an 8K TV? Am I like
No.
those aren't aren't they like tens of thousands of dollars at this point?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think
10K.
so. Yeah.
10K TV. Wow, I put 10K instead of 8K. I'm glad Google knows my brain. And 6,000. Okay, everyone. Okay, you want cheap 8K 1,500. You want? Wait, hold on a second. It's 85-inch 8K. It's on sale instead of $6,300. It's only 6,000. That's a steal, guys. Like, dude. Look, and also, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I genuinely don't see that big of a difference between 2K and 4K. I really don't. I think it's overhyped.
I personally do not. Another thing too, and this is something that when the PS5 came out, I was so pissed about, and I am still pissed to see that the Pro version is just as god awful. What do you mean you get effectively 576 gigabytes on a next gen console, or I guess current gen at this point? But how is a terabyte not standard? Like,
no. Wait. Oh, wait. No. I would think it was transfer speed for some reason.
No, that's the memory.
Fuck them. That's so stupid. Oh my god.
When it came out, it said that it was a 1 terabyte. However, for some reason, 600 gigs is dedicated to the system OS.
No, that's not right. That's definitely not right.
No, it didn't have a terabyte to begin with. Didn't it have like 800?
Like 800.
But then
it was like 800. But when
the
it was
system was
coming
like
out,
200.
they claimed 1 terabyte. But
right,
when it came out, it was 800, and then 200 went towards OS. So you were only getting 600 gigs at like the launch of the PS5.
Yeah, 667.
Yeah,
which isn't enough.
No.
Like, I mean,
especially when every Call of Duty is like 120 gigs now. So it's like,
you want COD
on your console? What else are you gonna play?
Yeah, I mean, I was in the boat that 1 terabyte would be like just, I guess, the new starting point. But honestly, I think at this point you need to go to 1.5 terabytes, arguably 2. And I'm not talking. I'm talking including the system memory.
Yeah, for sure. Games keep getting bigger and bigger. Like, you have to expand your hardware to do the same. Like, I understand that Sony allows for people to buy their own SSDs within the specs of their console. Like, you have to get specific
You can like
size,
get into it, right?
but
yeah.
Like they have specific ones that you can get, and you can expand your memory. But I don't want to buy a different SSD to install in my $500, $600 console. Like, that's what a PC is for, right? Like, if I want to buy the parts and upgrade it, I'm going to get a better PC.
Yeah, that's why, like, with my new PC, I wanted to make sure that it was. So actually, I bought 2 PCs. I originally bought an Alienware one, which was really good. You know, they totally changed their game with the newest model, and they made airflow good. But it was so small that the size of the graphics card blocked some of the ports that I wanted to use on the motherboard. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You're giving me this computer that blocks ports because of how big the graphics card is? And like, I mean, I partially blame Alienware, but also because the size of these graphic cards are huge. Now I got a huge case one, so that way going forward, I don't think I'm gonna get the next consoles. I think I'm just gonna stick completely to PC.
Right.
I think at this point, with the prices going up, and they're also saying that like they might price this at 600. That's not in this article, but I read it somewhere else. That they might, which is like a death sentence.
That's insane.
Right. It's like, dude, I got this PC for like, well, I mean, I won't say how much I got it for, but it'll last very long in how I use it. Versus consoles, it's like you're gonna swap out, I don't know, every 5 years now or something like that. And these Pro versions, they don't even seem Pro. By the way, I forgot to mention this. Apparently, this Pro version will have a detachable disk drive, identical to the latest iteration, and 1 terabyte storage.
Why? If it comes with it, just have it come with it. Like, what's the point?
I don't know. I just like I don't know how they're gonna market this. I know they said they're kind of struggling right now with like this PlayStation sales, even though they're like destroying Xbox sales by a stupid margin. It just, I just feel like the future of consoles is looking bleak. Like these, like, you know what was a good upgrade? The 360 to the like the sleek version.
Yeah. To the S.
Was it?
No,
not the
yeah,
one.
The 360 S, slim. Yeah.
Oh, the 360 Slim. Is that what it was called? Yeah, the Slim.
The base 360 to the 360S. Oh, yeah.
I thought. I mean, like it was. I mean, more of a revision than like
they fixed everything.
Right, right.
Like,
no, they really did.
It was so much better. It had Wi-Fi. We didn't have Wi-Fi on the 360 base version, the arcade system.
Yeah, you had to buy
an adapter. Yep. That was a good upgrade.
Right.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't a good upgrade. The PS3 to like the Slim version when they removed backwards compatibility.
No, that was a.
I mean, technically it was though, because the original PS3s would catch on fire. So
that
was a good upgrade.
Wait,
yeah. The backwards compatible PS3s.
The original PS3s. So what they did is they built a PS2 in the PS3, but jammed it in there and didn't think of airflow. So if you ran that thing for like a long time, it could catch on fire.
Is that why it was so like dummy thick?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're also like really hard to find now because they're going extinct. Like that, people still have them, but they can still burn out.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Huh. That's I did not know that. Thank you both for informing me on that. So just I look, personally, I don't think this is worth it. I don't think anyone who has a PS5 should, assuming this is the correct details, I don't think this is worth it at all. No one had an 8K TV to utilize it. I mean, you know, games are going to be in 8K, like pixel games. You know, like games that aren't actually going to look any different, but it can just say, oh, you can play this in 8K.
Yeah.
Thanks
so
for that.
one of the things too, I liked one of these comments. I thought it was pretty great, even though I don't understand what the AI accelerator is. But supporting 300 TOPS of 8-bit computation and 67 teraflops of 16-bit floating point. Somebody down in the comments quoted that and then said 300 divided by 67 equals 4.47. You can't divide 300 into like 67 without fraction. It is not possible to build hardware where a single 16-bit operation is converted to 4.47-bit 8-bit operations. So it's already like somebody's like, the numbers that you're giving are impossible to do.
It's per second. The 16-bit operation don't map perfectly. But these comments went to a huge math debate. I can't.
Oh yeah. I don't get any of that teraflop mumbo jumbo.
But if you divide the influx of the game, just make my game. Yeah, really, just make my game look good.
As long as it runs my game and I can play it, I don't care what it.
Really, because
otherwise.
at this point, it's do you want to play 4K at 30 frames or do you want to play 1080 at 60?
1080 at 60.
1080 at 60.
Right, exactly. But like, you know, I want 4K at 60, but it's just impossible for these people.
Yeah.
Unless they're like the first party.
Give me 2K at 60. I'll take 2K at 60.
I think it was like recently PlayStation finally enabled 2K. Because they enabled variable refresh rate. Xbox has had it for a while, which I appreciate. But I mean, I think 2K is really the place I want to be. Like 2K, it's like it's not too demanding, and you know, I'm not trying to look at the lines on some dude's ass crack. In terms of detail, I like detail, but I don't need 4K. I don't know. I think it's overhyped, and like it just uses too much processing power to really be utilized well. Like if anything, I think that this console generation was a flop purely in the sense of they banked so hard on 4K that it's just still too much to do when they should have like just optimized all games to cap at like 2K. But that way there's so much power in the console that it'll always be 2K60. Because a lot of games don't give an option for 2K60. It's just 4K 30 or 1080 60. When I want 2K60. I want my thing and I want it now.
It was just a garbage console generation. I don't know.
Switch is the clear winner of this generation.
Oh, I mean, that's not even like they've won like 2 generations now. They've been out for like
literally Nintendo has been unstoppable.
I read recently
PS4 had a chance, but
I read recently that they've had the Switch 2 like kind of ready for the past few years, but the Switch has been doing so well that they're like,
That they don't need to.
they don't need to.
Right? Why? Why stop when you're literally destroying? Especially this year, like Nintendo could literally just release like, I don't know, a new Donkey Kong. They released Peach this year and literally have won the year just based off of that.
Tears of the Kingdom.
And Tears of the Kingdom. Well, no, not
oh,
this
wait,
year.
that was like last year.
Yeah, we're in a new year. But like they did the Mario and Donkey Kong remake. They have Peach. They're doing the Paper Mario remake, whatever they're calling it. The Luigi's Mansion 2 port. Like this is the year they could just like make these like B-list like remakes and remasters and
Luigi's Mansion, Mario.
Just win. Yeah.
And they'll still win, right? Like that's the whole thing, is because Sony isn't coming out with that. Microsoft is dead in the water. Like
Nintendo's so good at winning that they had to lose in the Wii U just to know what it feels like. So, like,
right, they had to come back stronger. Resurrect.
Like, what is it like to lose? Let's try it. Let's.
And you know what's funny is the only thing that could stop Nintendo right now is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and it's literally Mario versus Goku.
Dude, I'll take it to my grave. I think Wii U was one of the best consoles ever made.
Oh my god! So
the Wii U was great. Anyway, yeah, if Goons Games and Gear says officially PS5 Pro. That's my that's our official take. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Do we need a PS5 Pro? Do we need an Xbox XXX? At least Nintendo isn't doing like a. Well, I guess we don't know if it's going to be just an upgrade. Well, because they're backwards compatible. Yeah, well, I'm just going on. Anyway, all right, we got the last article here, which is bright on my screen. But Derek, you can take it away.
So
okay, anyway, so first human.
Did you guys like know about this Neuralink?
Yes.
Stuff at all? Okay, so it's like Elon Musk owns this company. He's been designing these like chips that people are going to get in their brains, and it's going to help with like, people who got hurt in like car accidents, at war, whatever, that are like, physically incapacitated. So they like did this test on this guy. I think it was like last year or the year before. They kept him unnamed the whole time. He signed up for it. He signed all these waivers, right? He's like, yeah, I'm fine with this. I literally have nothing to lose if it if it logs me off, it logs me off, and that's it.
It unsubscribes me, or it subscribes me.
Right. Unsubscribe from life, it unsubscribes, and that's it. But like it was a huge success. The guy like recovered like perfectly. He was fine, and apparently he's just been like progressively getting better. Like it's not like a rapid thing. Like he's not up and walking or anything. Right. But like he can like do stuff now. The biggest thing that this article like points out is that he can control like a computer without like moving his hands, which he doesn't have the ability to. So they like interviewed him recently because he came out public. He was like, I'm the guy who got the Neuralink chip in my brain. And he was like, yeah, like testing it out. The first night I like had full control of the computer and all that stuff, I stayed up all night playing Civilation 6. And everybody's like, you did what? And he's like, yeah, dude, like I stayed up all night and played video games. It was great. And everybody's just like freaking out, I guess, because they're like, this guy is just such a champion. He got this like super expensive surgery, right? And it was basically like he was a guinea pig, and the first thing he does is like, I'm pulling an all-nighter and playing Civ 6.
Dude, if I was paralyzed and I finally got the ability to play, video games or like in that limited capacity, hell yeah, I'd pick. I mean, like Civ 6, what a choice.
Oh yeah, I'd catch up on everything. I'm going back years and playing these games. So I just thought it was like a really wholesome like win for this guy. Like,
oh yeah, and to further point to anybody who's not aware, the fact that he stayed up for so long just playing like Civ 6, he could not have played Civ 6 prior to the Neuralink.
Right,
It was impossible for him to play. And he even said, one of the first times you all gave me complete control over this Neuralink tech, I actually stayed up until like 6 a.m. playing Civ 6. It was worth it, I think is the best way to put it. It was awesome. So it's just so wholesome, and it's great that it allowed for somebody to experience like something that they've never had to in terms of gaming.
I like, first of all, I'll get to it a little bit later, but I like this part where it says the 29-year-old also revealed in a subsequent Neuralink presentation posted to X that it allows him to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe using neural signals decoded by the BCI tech. Then he said, playing Mario Kart and coming in second repeatedly blew my mind. I didn't think that would be possible. Like, a week into using it, that was freaking wild. Even though my dad and my buddy wouldn't let me win. They're
just like, learn your place.
Yeah, like, learn your place, trash. I'll always be first, you crippled fuck. like screw it. Like, I don't care what you can and can't use. I'm still beating you at Mario Kart. And honestly,
I'm not going easy on you. It's funny too because they made this announcement and it was totally a marketing scheme. Like Elon was like, "Dude, you gotta live stream this on X. We just launched this." Like, so he did like a live stream on X to like announce this and like talk about all of the progress and stuff he made.
I saw this before. Oh, come on, because Elon Musk X tweeted out, long term, it is possible to shunt the signals from the brain motor cortex past the damaged part of the spine to enable people to walk again and use their arms normally. That's fucking insane.
That's what we need, though.
Right.
My hope of like living longer. This is the stuff we need.
I'm going for the opposite. Like, dude, you go for high score. I'm going for low score.
See like the crazy advances.
I'm going for low score. Like,
you know what though? Like,
I want 8th place.
If speed run that.
I will say, if tech is coming along like this, and you're telling me that cyborgs are a thing, and I can start like cyberpunk, like changing out my arms for like cool things, maybe I want to stick around for a few more years.
I've seen iRobot. I know how this all ends. So like,
you're not getting me this time.
No, but like I kind of half jokingly said that like I could live if I lost use of my legs. I just force my girlfriend to take care of me. But if I lost use of my arms, I'd be like, just call it. Like, just push me into a river. I'll suffer the consequences. I can't. I don't want to experience life without my arms. But like now we're genuinely getting into this area. Granted, they have come out with like actual functioning robotic arms, which is pretty insane. And like when I told people how like if I could use arms, I just unsubscribe from life. And they're like, but you get these arms, like it would totally work out. I'm like, with what money? You think this is cheap? You think health insurance is going to be like,
this isn't charity? They're like, yeah, we got it.
Like, you think
you want to jerk off again? Yeah, here's a new arm.
Health insurance wouldn't even cost if I broke my finger. You think they're going to replace my fucking arm?
Dude, health insurance, yeah, right? Like, I'm still paying ridiculous copays just to go to the doctors.
Right, just to want to live? I got to pay these copays. So, like, I think this is so cool, and I'm super excited to see what comes of it. Like, because really, though, if you're paralyzed from, like, the neck down, which is, a fate beyond, or worse than death, in my opinion, and then this tech comes out where you can at least use your arms. Like, I mean, you can still play video games. You could still, you could do a lot with just your arms, yeah. Quick question, George, what is so important that while I'm talking, you're typing? What is, like, what is the big thing that you're typing?
I was talking to Liza at the same time about a D&D thing that she's super excited about.
So this is less important. That's what I heard.
I didn't say that.
I heard less important.
Participant in
I heard less important. God damn it! I can't take it anymore with your crap. I've told Derek a billion times I want a rage room purely so we can do this.
Right.
Like just get angry.
Step out and switch to the rage room cam.
I need a rage room.
Derek, that wasn't the rage room. That was the recording office. You idiot. Oh my God.
The wrong door.
Why do we make it a replica? Because I thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd be so cool. Yeah, so I would imagine if they can get to the arms, I give it 30 years, but I think you can get down to the legs as well. I think I'm not sure if it's a chip or how they make it work, but I think we're going to finally start seeing tech where we can. I'm not saying cyborg, but at least being able to use your yeah. If I had a cyborg arm, I'd 100% I'd put a Game Shark in it. Have USB dongle. What's that? I have wall hacks in Siege. How did that happen?
Oh no! How did that happen?
Or I'd have a fucking plasma cannon. Yeah. One of the other.
That would be cool. Yes. Mine would just be the TV remote, so I'd never have to get up.
Derek, there's apps for that. What are you talking about?
No. Yeah, but then I don't have to use my phone.
What about voice commands? just yell at your Derek. You're
turn on.
We got it. Derek leads a simple life. He does not need anything great like a blaster cannon or anything.
Crazy.
He just wants a TV built into his hand.
I just don't want to get up. I lay down, and every time I'm like, "Where's the remote?" And it's across the room. And
I want
like,
I'm gonna unsubscribe. I swear. I want like a Pit Boy in my arm. You know, like tell me like the weather and stuff like that, and like change the station.
But if I like could tell my vitals, and it's like, oh, you're gonna die right now.
You're sad. Like, thank you. What an update.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. It's almost like
your serotonin's low. Yeah. No.
If I saw that, I would immediately just go, okay, and then like put my hand to my like head like a phone, you know, and be like, call Derek.
Yeah, it could be a phone. You could just go like this.
Call Derek. Hey, bud. I'm currently sending you the specs. Yeah, it's happening. It's been a good run, buddy.
What about like Inspector Gadget stuff, like a wrench or like a screwdriver, you know, for like fingers and stuff like that?
That would be cool.
Maybe like I'm thinking like a built-in like massager, like, you know, those the basically like a ball massager. So you just go like make you feel a little better.
Be nice too.
But I still want the cyborg cannon.
That would absolutely get taken advantage of in multiple ways.
I want to be Cyborg from Teen Titans. That's what I want. He had like all of those wacky gadgets too. He had like a spatula hand.
Yeah, but was it ever confirmed? Was it ever confirmed that he could bang or not? That's the real question I want to know.
I don't know. They had to keep some of the human parts, right?
Check this out, baby. It's like a mangled mess. Like, oh my god.
You could have made that a robot too.
We don't have the technology for that, really. You know, yeah. So like, I'm pretty excited about this. Neuralink seems pretty awesome, and it's got like for him, it's got to be like the greatest thing that ever happened. Like, cool. Now I can actually play games with my mind.
Yeah.
Which and we have the tech. We have like general program text where like your camera can detect eye movement and like blinks for clicks. Right. So like you could you could do like card games and stuff like that. Don't worry, guys. Even if I was crippled, I'd still find a way to podcast. That's right. That's the real. I'd get Neuralink. Like, Elon, you don't understand. I have like a couple people relying on me for the podcast, and I need to have use of my arms. And he'd be like, he just okay.
Like, who are you?
Like, stop adding me on X. Just stop. Oh man, what if I'm trying to think of any other cool cyborg powers? Like maybe like some scissors. I don't know where the scissors are. You know,
right? Just like these nifty. Like I want to be a Swiss Army knife.
I want creamer. I want like you know, have like hazelnut creamer loaded in my finger, and it's like there we go. Yeah, so like get my coffee or something.
Yeah, that's creative.
Or like a rectal thermometer. You know, just like I gotta take the temp. Derek, why do you program it to have to use your whole fist? I just felt like it was needed.
It was easier to program.
And then you remember that you have the little Pip-Boy vital screen. And go, oh yeah, I didn't actually need that.
I don't like the Pip-Boy for this. I want real results. Derek likes to cough on stream. You muted it. Never mind. I did it. Yeah. Now I want to be a cyborg. Thanks a lot, George.
You're welcome.
Could you get like
what? I don't offer much, but
a portable charger in my arm. Wait, do we have to charge ourselves? Like, how do you get charged? You have to like put an outlet in you, or is it like kinetic energy?
You mean I could finally touch the outlet with a fork?
No.
Oh.
You have to do it with your tongue. That's the only way.
Done.
Yeah. Well, they programmed it like Garrison did with the for his airplane episode where he rode that like circular bike, but it jammed like a prod up your ass in order to make it go. All right, babe, I'm gonna recharge. It's gotta stay like this for a few hours. Man. I want wheelies. I want like just like, you know, just like wheels at your feet.
Wheelies. Yeah. Okay.
Derek, what if part of your thing was like it changed your hat? Like it like your hat was a part of you, and it
was like a hat rack. I like it.
Just a new hat pops out of like your spine. Just different one.
Now I just want to be a cyborg. Thanks a lot, George. Thanks a lot. Where's my movie? I'll be where's my like podcaster turned cyborg? When a man is a podcaster,
we got to get you the Neuralink first.
Right.
So why do you starts with Neuralink?
Like, so what's wrong with you? Nothing. I just want to. I want to get a step ahead, so that way when we start incorporating all these cool augmentations, that I'm
right. So this guy's ahead of the game, right?
So you sign up for Neuralink so you can connect yourself to your penis to always make it hard when you want and not hard. Absolutely. And they approved this. Apparently so. Elon Musk said he thought it was an interesting idea.
Said it was groundbreaking and inspiring to see what ways we can use this technology.
This is just life-changing stuff. He's like, yeah, dude, that would solve erectile dysfunction. Oh my god, I'm genius. I gotta tweet at Elon. Elon, you gotta make this connect to your dick. You know,
not just that. You could also pose it to people who are paralyzed.
Yeah. And I also,
and you would be the test subject to make sure that it works.
I want this for cyborg ability. It's gonna sound a little gross, but hear me out. It's my last note before we end this. I want it so it like if I know a stinky is brewing, I want it to tell me what kind. Like is it gonna be like a wet stinky? Should I go to the bathroom now? Like preemptively? You know, am I gonna lose the gamble and poop myself? You know, like you have a 94% chance of crapping yourself if you try this. Thanks.
I feel like there are positive applications that could be used for.
Just like at a wedding.
Some people might benefit from that more than others, but I do think that there is a market for that.
Thanks, George. Thanks for believing in me. Oh, thank you, man. And then one more thing, Hybrid Neo, our paying member, says a portable charger on my arm would be pretty cool. I'd want it to be like magnetic, like a MagSafe charger kind of thing. So like I just slap it on my wrist and it just like never leaves.
That would be cool, because then you know how they have those like arm attachments for people who like to actually exercise. You wouldn't need one. You could just magnet and then.
Although at that point, I'd assume if we had the technology, we just have like the chip like display a phone screen through our eyes, and like you just like do everything through your mind.
Right. Oh God, I would hate that. Every group chat I'm in, it's already annoying with like the phone constantly like buzzing because I never have the ringer on, but just bzz, 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 bzz. Headache. And then all of a sudden, if that's in your like Neuralink, you just constant like flashes.
I'm hearing voices in my head. Sir, you have Neuralink. You're supposed to. Oh, okay. I thought I was schizophrenic. I mean, you are, but it's probably just Neuralink. Totally separate.
It's just a bug.
All of those voices that you're hearing are your own. You're having conversations with yourself, but now you can do them in your head instead of vocalizing.
Well, you guys have anything else before we hit the old dusty trail?
Yeah. Become a member today. It's only $3. Join our Discord.
I had the outro button. I don't know where it went. Now I'm a sad panda. All right, here's new outro music. Like, comment, subscribe, become a member today.
Wait, I got it. Hold on. I got it.
Okay, like, comment, subscribe, become a member today. Join our Discord. We love to talk to you guys. Watch us play stuff. We've been playing Siege because we have a weird addiction. You get emotes. Neo's using the emotes, which I appreciate. Okay, there. You'll get to listen to cool sea shanties, but really, those support us. We really appreciate it. It's only $2.99 if you do. We have no plans to up that price until we're bigger and better, and then it'll be $500 a month. So that's just the next tier. So like
it's still worth it.
So not only is it only $3, it's the prestige of saying, yeah, I'm an OG founding member.
That's it. Yeah,
when it was only $3.
Yeah, you get the OG badge.
You get the OG badge, and you get lewd images of George. Wait, I'm just saying, are pretty disappointing. All right, hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye. See you.